Hello, I want to talk today about the two most important tips to move forward into your Facebook party business. First is hostess coaching, and second is getting the messenger chat box open with as many guests as you can. So, for your launch party, if this is not going to be the same. If usually you first have your launch party and you're your own hostess, though you still need to do those tips that you want your future hostesses to do. And you don't need to work to get the messenger window open because you're already friends with all these people. You invited them to your launch party. So these tips come in so importantly in the next party you have because those people won't be your friends, the guests. I mean, you might know one or two, maybe, but they won't be. So, first, let's talk about hostess coaching. If you don't know really what that means and you don't have a script that you're following, stop right there. Message your team leader. Say, I'm not quite sure what this hostess coaching is. Please give me a script. Please let me know what that means. It is so important to coach our hostesses to have them interact for that successful party. Likely, you will find a great script in your team Google Drive or from your team leader, maybe in the pin post, wherever that hostess coaching script is. Get it, look over it, know what it's asking you. Um, we want to be, I like to say bossy, but lovingly bossy with our hostesses because to them, we are the experts. We are the ones who know how to get them free books. Whether you just joined 2 days ago and you don't feel like an expert, you are their expert. So we need to avoid words when we are coaching them in, well, if you want to, maybe it's a good idea to, you want to act like, yes, I want you to message 100, at least 100 of your contacts. Like you are being bossy. But I say that lovingly. You're just acting confident and teaching them what they do. And I have coached hundreds of hostesses and they appreciate it. They all appreciate it. So, well, probably not all. You'll find the one or two who might not, but overall, it helps them to receive the most books, and that's what they want. That's why they booked a party. So, we're going to lead them to personally invite, no mass inviting. We're going to encourage them to get 25 RSVPs. Now, do all my parties get 25? They don't. But I encourage them because a lot of people will just, if you don't really tell them what they should be doing, they'll message 10 people and ask them to come. Their 20 closest family and friends, and then they get 2 or 3 yeses. You'll find that happens often. So we need to encourage them. And usually our hostess coaching scripts have wording to encourage that, encourage them to reach out further, to go deeper into their context list, to not prejudge and invite everyone with kids in their lives. And sometimes they can get a few more yeses. In the hostess coaching script that you'll be doing about 8 days out is when before the party is when I start hostess coaching. And maybe the day before, I'm sending them a little reminder to them to message out to everyone they didn't hear back from because everyone gets busy and sometimes you'll get a few more people to attend that party who just meant to say yes but they forgot. So it's a nice little reminder. So definitely hostess coach from your first party, well, your launch party, your first hostess party on out. Start about 8 days before, getting her ready, understanding not mass inviting, and as you get rolling, you're going to want to make it your own. But you don't want to stray from the script too much. You want to, the tried and true script, you want to kind of stick to it, but also make it your own wording. Sometimes I'll copy paste something from the script, but then instantly I'll be like, have a great day, or hope your Memorial Day is wonderful, or I always end it and try to make it personal, even if I'm doing a lot of copy pasting, but you definitely want to make it sound like yourself. Secondly, and probably the most important thing to move you forward in your business. Without doing this, I would almost say you have very little chance of moving forward. The messenger chat box in Facebook is of such importance, it's hard to even realize it. Because if you are not friends with people, if you send them a message, it goes to their message request folder. You might not even know what that is yet. If you click in your messenger box, you only see all your messages, but usually there's a tiny little tab that most people don't even know is there called message requests. Those are requests you get from people who are not your friends. In all your future parties, you're not going to be friends with almost anybody the rest of forever in your partying once you're out of that inner circle. So you want to get that messenger chat box open, because then when you are going, it helps you with interaction. It helps you with encouraging sales, or like sending sales reminders for your ending your party, for VIP membership to filter people into your VIP group, for future bookings, which is the most important, and future recruits. Anyone who is interested in the business during your party, to keep up that interaction. If you already have that messenger chat window open, next time we have a kid special, you might want to shoot them a message. So they're very important tips to get this messenger chat window open. I have seen so many girls not get it open in their first 2 or 3 parties, and then they're not able to get more bookings. So it's very important. If you want more information, reach out to your team leader. But let me give you a few tips on doing that. First, pre-party. You are going to want to get as many in a chat window, like open with guests, as many as you can pre-party. Because during the party, yes, you can get some. After the party, I feel like it's almost impossible after the party, because people are done. They've done their order, or they decided not to order. They're not going to respond when you are tagging them and telling them to check their messages. So pre-party is absolutely where I get almost all that I'm going to get. Because, say 20 people RSVP to your party, maybe 4 or 5 are going to be active enough in pre-party games or during the party to even care to play along, to send you a message with answers to a game. You're not going to get 20 for each party. So don't feel bad when you get 4 or 5, and that's great. Those 4 or 5 names I jot down in my planner, and now I have those names. I know who I've been in chatting back and forth with. So my first tip is fun game. Fun games, but really my favorite pre-party is the secret word game, or a bingo, um, or messaging their wish lists, like asking for their ages and interests of their children, and then message them the wish list from the wish list function of e-commerce, and tag them and say, hey, I just sent you your personalized wish list, or personalized recommendations. It's not their wish list, it's personalized recommendations. And then they accept it. Once they accept it, you're in a chat with them, or you accept it. So if I'm saying, send me, there's all kinds of little tips, but in some of our games, like during the party, I do a fun game where I say, message me your answers so everyone can play. If they message me and I hit accept, now we're in that chat, future dialogue for those purposes I named before. 2 hours before the party, for like my secret word game, that's where I feel I get the most, or bingo, where I feel like I get the most people to message me their bingo numbers, or I send them a secret word for the party, and I will tag everyone in that post and say, hey, check your messages, or hey, send me at this link, I have a special link you can create. You can probably ask your team leader how to do that. It just lets them click my link and it sends them right to my messenger box. Awesome. It's easy for them. You want to make it easy for them and fun. And so that little link will send them right to me. So I'll say, hey, here's my little, my little link. I don't say little link, but here's my link. Send me your bingo numbers here, and we're going to have a prize just for bingo. Or the secret word, hey, I sent you all, I tag them all. Tagging them all in those kind of posts are key. I don't tag too much pre-party, but definitely in the post that I want them to see, to either send me a message or I sent them a message. And usually when I play that secret word game, I will say, in there, in the post, and then in the message I send them, like, send me an emoji back, your favorite emoji, for 10 bonus points towards that final prize. And all the people who are interested, if it's a good active party, I'll get 6 or 7 back. And then when I'm writing their names down, I have a little check mark beside all the people that have sent me that back. So I always know who it is. And then when I'm looking through, like I said, in the future, when I'm doing a booking blitz or having a mystery hostess party or anything like that, then I know who I've been in chat with. All right. And I always tag people 2 hours pre-party. When I do that, I like the would you rather game 2 hours pre-party, but whatever it is. And when I say 2, it might be 1, it might be 3, whatever my schedule is that night, whatever is easiest for me. But the few hours before party, I tag everyone in the first comment, and I always say, hey, welcome, or what do I say? just friendly reminder, see you soon. And then I try to add in something like, for example, if it's the secret word game, I'll say, if you didn't see my message with our secret word for tonight, message me at this or click this or comment below. But I always send them my little link, which I don't even remember how I made. So I'd have to ask your team leader how to make that little link. It says like message me dot Lauren or something. It's through Facebook. You can do it in your account settings area. And then during the party, like I said, I play. There's so many games that you can say, message me your answers. There's some that work better. You'll feel out which ones you like. But that's also the time. Typically, the people who message me their answers are already the ones who accepted my message before pre-party. But not always. You might get a straggler or two who just played that game but didn't do the prior one. But usually it's the same people because they're the ones who, one, either are book lovers, or two, are just excited about the event or like having fun or winning free prizes. And because during my party, I make it where now in the first post, I have you to be eligible to win that final prize, you have to comment on every single one of my posts and fill out a survey at the end. Usually I only have one or two people actually fill out that survey, so those are going to be the ones, and comment on everything, so those are going to be the winners. But during that helps. Anyway, so sometimes I have a message me for in post one after I say that about every comment on every post and fill out my survey at the end. And then I'll also say, okay, send me now for our on time prize. This is in post one. I'll say, send me a number from 1 to 50 to be entered for our on time prize. That's another time they get to send me something. They get to message me. So we get in that chat. All of those tips are just to get that chat window open. It's that important. Those are going to be your future bookings. Those are going to be future recruits. That's who you're going to follow up with customer care. All right. A game, like I said, then if I get to the point and we're done with the party, orders are coming in the next day. This is my not final. I have one tip after, but my second to final tip to get that message window open is in my thank yous. When I thank them, after I do a thank you for your order, then I always hover over their name, click on message, and see if we have been in a chat already. Because usually if they send me an emoji, I say something funny back. Or if they send me answers for the party game, then I'll send them the correct answers back. Usually there's a graphic with the answers. And I'll just put a fun GIF like, you're good, or give a wink, like, just something fun. So we have some interaction and they feel more comfortable with me. Now, in the thank you post, so I hover over their name, usually pops up where it says add friend or message. I'll click on message and see if they've never accepted my message from the secret word game, then I will reply to my thank you. So here's my thank you to them. I will reply to that and I'll tag them again and be like, please, whatever I'll say. I usually make it up on the spot, but message me here, and I'll put my little message link so I can send you your tracking info. A lot of people want tracking. Some people will do it, some people won't. But it's just like that, nice chance I'm trying to get them to accept my message. And then lastly, my last tip, and only one person has ever done it since I've implemented it. But when you get an email from Usborne telling you have an order, the company email, and I know that person has not still accepted my chat, I will copy their email address. So this is all in email now. I will copy their email address from that. I don't reply to the company's email, but I'll copy their email address, put that in the to area, and then I will just and I'll have, if I reply, then the invoice goes with the email, but it's still going to the person, to the guest, not Usborne, of course. And then in that right above it, I'll write thank you so much for the order. Please send the word tracking in capital letters, tracking to, here's my message link. And like I said, you're either going to have to ask me how to do that later or ask your team leader, because I can't remember off the top of my head. It's somewhere in your settings to get that little message link. Send me the word tracking to this message link so I can provide you with your tracking or whatever. And I've had one person do that, and now I'm in a chat. And then I will eventually try to filter them into my VIP group, so then I'm able to. And a lot of times I'll friend those people who I add to my VIP group, which now puts us into a constant chat. So those 2 tips are so utterly important for your future, for bookings, for recruits, for customer care follow-up. everything. Good luck.